Hey guys, Neovaii here, and today I'm going to be showing you gameplay of the new skins from the CS20 case. Look out for another video in the next couple of hours showing off the various finishes on the new classic knife. Let's not waste any more time, here are the skins. Starting with the MySpec skins, this is the Glock 18 Sacrifice. This is available from float value 0 to 1. The skin is based off Olafmeister's Burning Diffuse versus Team Dignitas during the Cologne 2014 Major, on B site of Overpass to put Fnatic up by 15 to 14. That moment was commemorated with a graffiti and is still remembered as a historic moment in CSGO. It's a nice skin, but in my opinion it looks a bit boring when not being inspected. I think it's a good skin for a blue though. The FAMAS Decommissioned. Again, this is available from float value 0 to 1. This skin is inspired by the 1.6 version of D_Nuke. I don't particularly like this skin, but I can appreciate the history behind it, as Nuke has long been a part of CSGO, in fact Counter-Strike as a whole. This will probably be quite cheap, as it's already around $1.50 US for factory new and only 30 cents for minimal wear. Tech 9 Flashout. The Tech 9 is available from 0 to 0.7 float. This is obviously modelled off a flashbang. Cool idea. It's not the most stunning skin, as you'd expect for a blue really, but it is an interesting concept. This is currently even cheaper than the new blue FAMAS skin and will only continue to drop. I would like to see people try to use this skin to fake flash, and it would be interesting to see if it would actually successfully work as a fake flash and people would look away, since it literally looks like a flashbang. Mac 10 Classic Crate. Mac 10 is available from a 0 to 1 float. This is modelled off some of the old 1.6 crates, hence the name Classic Crate. Specifically crates from Dust 2. Quite a plain skin that I'm not a fan of, but again it's a nice concept and idea and fits well with the CS20 theme. There's a similar style with the yellow and black to the FAMAS Decommissioned too. Dual Berettas Elite 1.6. Available from 0 to 0.7 float, just like the Tech 9. These dualies are styled like the Dual Elites in 1.6, naturally quite a plain skin again and also very cheap already, but I'm sure this will be a skin that players of CS 1.6 will want to use to help relive their younger days. Pro players might even start using dualies with this skin for a while. Mag 7 Pop Dog, available from 0 to 0.8 float, the iconic Pop Dog on the Mag 7. An old ad on one of the trains on bombsite A of Train. This has been reused as a graffiti in CSGO and as a call out on CSGO's version of Train for Ladder Room. The skin isn't great looking in my opinion. Valve seem a bit obsessed with Pop Dog for some reason. Again though, it's another iconic item for the CS20 case. The last blue skin, the SCAR20 Assault, available from 0 to 0.62 float. I have to assume that the SCAR20 Assault is related to the Assault map. It seems that the white logo seen on the skin is also seen on Assault in 1.6. Sadly, this map's no longer available for competitive use, but is available for deathmatch and casual. Another reminder of old versions of Counter-Strike. Onto the restricted skins now. This is the P250 Inferno, which is available from a 0 to 0.68 float, based off the 1.6 version of Inferno. Back in 1.6 and Source, the CSGO version of A site was B site and B site was A site. This skin features colours from the map along with some of the overhead vines that were around the map. The M249 Aztec, available from 0 to 0.75 float. This is another skin commemorating an old map. This time Aztec, which like Assault was removed from competitive use. In terms of M249 skins, this is really good, would possibly look better if the mag was styled too, and the other side of the weapon has some plain black, but this skin is very detailed and beautifully represents Aztec. Unfortunately, due to it being an M249, it won't have a lot of use. The UMP45 Plastique, I don't know if I'm saying that right, available from 0 to 0.8 float, the UMP is styled to look like the old bomb from 1.6. I like this UMP, I think the colour looks great. I'm biased because green is my favourite colour. I really like the idea of the bomb featured on a gun too. credit to the skin designer on this one, as they've done a great job. I'm sure this will bring a lot of nostalgia for older players. MP5 Agent, available from 0 to 1 float. The MP5 Agent is a skin I really like. Currently the most expensive restricted skin in this case, possibly due to the lack of MP5 skins. I think this is the second best MP5 skin in the game right now, after the Phosphor, but it could be argued that the Agent is nicer, as it is tidier and cleaner. Interesting though that this FPI skin is on the MP5, which can be bought on both the T and CT sides. Last restricted, we've got the 5.7 Buddy, available from 0 to 0.55 float. The 5.7 Buddy has an old CT Buddy beneath the rear sight. I like this, it's a great looking skin for a restricted rarity. Looks good while holding normally, and while inspecting. It has a nice contrast between the blue camo, the yellow, and the army type camo on top of the gun. This should be a good budget 5.7 for those that can't afford something like the Angry Mob or the Hyper Beast. Onto the classified skins, the AUG is available from 0 to 0.4 float, the only skin in the case to not come in battle scarred. It's in the style of the P90 Death by Kitty, presumably by the same designer, obviously with dogs instead of cats. I think it's a cool idea to have Death by Kitty and Death by Puppy in the game. The Death by Kitty is the only covert weapon skin in the eSports 2013 case, which I believe was the second skin case to be released in CSGO. An iconic skin for that reason. A cool skin with a nice mix of colours. I feel this is slightly let down by how it looks while holding normally. A lot of the gun is still plain black. I think it would be improved with the pattern continued on those black spots. This is currently about $14 for factory new and $8.29 for well worn. P90 Nostalgia, available from a 0 to 0.57 float. The P90 Nostalgia has the CT player from the main menu of CS 1.6 on it, along with some graffiti. Unfortunately, depending on your view model, you won't really see the CT model, unless inspecting the skin. For me, this skin would have fit better in the restricted category. A nostalgic skin for CS 1.6 players though, who would have seen this picture on the menu many times. Again, in US dollars, this is currently $15 for factory new, $11 for field tested, and $8.90 for battle scarred. For the last classified, we've got the MP9 Hydra, available from 0 to 1 float. The MP9 Hydra commemorates CSGO's 8th and most recent operation, which ran from May 23rd, 2017 to November 13th, 2017, making that nearly 2 years since the operation ended. I really like this MP9 skin. I think it fits perfectly in the classified rarity, and is now one of the best MP9 skins in the game. The Hydra graphic was always very cool. The green, obviously again I'm biased by the colour green, along with snakes. This is currently the most expensive classified skin in this case, currently about $32 for factory new, $13.59 for minimal wear, $10 for field tested, $8 for well worn and battle scarred. Many people, including me, will be hoping for another operation very soon, or in future at all. Maybe Valve plan to release another operation on November 13th, the 2-year anniversary since Hydra ended. We can only hope. Moving on to the covert weapon skins, we start with the AWP Wildfire, which is available from a 0.01 to 0.7 float, the only skin in this case that doesn't go all the way down to a 0 float. Again, commemorating a CSGO operation, Wildfire ran from February 17th, 2016 to July 15th, 2016. This was the 7th operation and marked the return of Nuke, which replaced Inferno. This is a good looking skin featuring the fire dragon from Wildfire. Looks best when the sun's shining on the dragon. In my opinion, this is not one of the best AWP skins in the game, but it is quite different to any other AWP skins to provide some more variety. Naturally, being a new covert skin, the prices are very inflated right now, but currently you're looking at about $270 for factory new, $223 for minimal wear, $98 for field tested, $90 for well worn, and $83 for battle scarred. Again, that's in US dollars. It'll be interesting to see where the prices settle in about a month or so. This is currently the most expensive of the two Covert skins, as you'd expect since this is the AWP skin. Finally, we've got the FAMAS Commemoration, available from a 0 to 0.5 float. The Commemoration FAMAS commemorates various CSGO maps: Cache, Mirage, Dust 1, Assault, Office, Inferno, Dust 2, Overpass, Nuke, Cobblestone, Militia, Train, Italy and Aztec. I didn't think much of the skin when looking at the picture, but trying it out in game it looks beautiful. A stunning shiny gold that sparkles in the sun. It's great to have a good looking FAMAS skin added to the game, as there isn't many good ones currently. Big props to the skin designer, as many seem to have trouble creating nice FAMAS skins due to the shape. Unfortunately, like a few other skins, it's unlikely you'll see the names of the maps on the rear of the gun due to the view model. I've had to use the FOV debug console command just to show off this part of the gun. Price wise right now you're looking at about $45 for factory new, $32 for minimal wear, $22 for field tested, $18 for well worn, $24 for battle scarred. I might consider buying one of these to replace my FAMAS roll cage once the prices settle. That's all the skins in the CS20 case. Let me know what you think of them, or if you have any extra info or backstory to any of them, and if you agree with my opinions on them or not. Feel free to leave constructive criticism in the comments for what I can do to improve on future videos like this. In this video I've taken some feedback into account and tried to make this a better video. Don't forget, I will be uploading another video today showing the various finishes on the new classic knife. Please make sure to subscribe if you enjoyed and want to see these kind of videos in the future. Thanks for watching. Neo Knight